Like, also, I remember reading this book, and it was about, like, kind of equality in education. And it was, like, this part where there's a lot of Asians, right? And because kind of there's a stereotype that Asians do really well in school. Like, that they wouldn't fail and they wouldn't, like, be in trouble and shit. And then so, like, they looked at the stats, and, like, the Asians were failing, but then the white teachers, because they had that idea that they weren't, they were just kind of not seeing it.
I believe it.
Know?
Yeah.
Because, like, they have their notion, so they're just kind of seeing the shit that confirms it. And then, but then the shit is actually happening. You have to actually show them the hard numbers for them to, like, see otherwise.
Asians have it good for that way. Is like, black people and Hispanic people are on the negative side of the spectrum. White people are kind of, I guess, the default. And Asians, they have like the positive stereotypes. Like
probably Asians
they're
and
good
Indians.
at math. Indians, I guess more so. They have more negative stereotypes, I would imagine, than Asians.
Really?
Like, you can't date an Indian because, you know, Indians only date Indians, which Asians are also like that too, but not nearly to the degree as Indians. There's that whole stereotype. Why am I sound like the racist now? Because I'm talking about the stereotypes. Like, you know, Indians have their, you know, style of cooking. And it's very, it has a lot of aroma to it. So there's that whole thing, you know.
You're preaching to the choir.
You know, yeah, well, you love Indian chicks.
Yeah,
and you'll never get one because you're not Indian.
Yeah, I
change your last name to Patel and, you know, you got this.
I can't tell you how much that shit's come up. I remember, like, I was in a bar and I was, like, talking to one and she's like, yeah, I only date Indian guys. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Like I said,
like,
my name is Steve Patel. Just go with that and see how it works. You're adopted by an Indian
But
family.
funny enough, like, I've always felt like with women who, like, were not Hispanic, the Hispanic card would, like, help me, you know? Like that like stereotype would be like a positive thing for me.
Well, we have
like, you know?
one of the stereotypes of Hispanics is we're good lovers.
Yeah.
We're Latin lovers. That's what they say. And I go for that stereotype all the time. Like, yes, I am. I'm Latin. I look right directly in the eyes and they know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, like as what I like with like the white girls, and then like, oh my god, I studied abroad in Spain for like 3 months, you know, or some stupid shit like that. And then, you know, I was like, well, I guess this is working. And I guess if you're black,
yeah, like, they automatically assume you have a big dick.
Yeah.
And Asians have a shitty. They automatically assume, like, oh, he has a 3-inch dick. Be it true or not, that's the negative stereotype they have. So they're good at math and they're good at, you know, engineering, but apparently they're horrible in bed.
But then, like, these are like all like messages that like are like reinforced. Like, I don't know if like comedy reinforces them, but like, I don't know how the fuck we get this information.
But it's also statistically true. Like, it's a fact. Like, black people have the biggest dicks. Like, you know, according to
I don't know about that, dude.
On the averages.
Have you seen like research on penis
size?
size?
I've actually done the research on this.
I'm pretty sure I have too. And like,
well, I'm bisexual. That makes sense for me.
Well, I'm looking at numbers. You like, you know. No, I mean, like, I remember seeing like in a textbook or something that like they had a thing on penis size, and like that it's kind of just like. There wasn't a thing there. Well,
I've read this, that, you know, on the average, obviously, you know, there's huge windows of error, but if you take just the general averages, black males have the largest penises and Asians have the smallest.
Here's another story. I don't know if, like, your friend cares about the story, I'll cut it out, but, like when we were in Atlantic City, like, one of your friends was black, and we went to the store and we bought, like, alcohol to, like, take back to the Atlantic City, like, room to, like, hang out and drink. And then, like, he went to the counter, and, like, I bought condoms, and then so did he. He's like, oh, yeah, I'll buy some condoms, too. And then he asked the guy, oh, can I get some condoms? And he automatically handed him the Magnum. And then he was like...
Didn't change the fact that my friend's, like, 5'2".
Yeah. And then, you know, he got the Magnums, which, like, they're fucking huge. And he's like, no, dude, I appreciate the compliment, but I don't need this. I just need the regular size. And then, like, you know, he gave him another one that was also big. He's like, no, dude, I just need the regular.
It's like, thank you, but no.
Like, that was so funny, but then I thought, that's stereotypes in action.
Yeah, it is stereotypes right in action.
Yeah.
Like, he's black, you must have a big member. And I feel bad for my friend who I'd be like, no, like, out loud, in front of, like, the line, like, no, my dick isn't that big. Sorry, guys, for the disappointments. It's actually pretty embarrassing, I guess.
On one of my podcasts, like, one of the guys was saying it's like that, like, in porn and shit, because that's probably how that gets perpetuated, because like the black dudes, they only cast the black dudes with the huge penises, and that's actually like a insidious form of racism, because then if you're a porn star and like you want to be in porn, but you're black, but you have a normal penis, they won't fucking get you.
Oh no, you're useless.
Yeah.
Probably. That makes sense. I've never tried out for porn, but...
Yeah, and like, so then that's like fucking them over too.
Yeah, it is.
But again, I wonder like where we get this information.